BYU women's volleyball coach in her first season and back in the NCAA tournament, Heather Olmstead, with us back in Studio B. Heather, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
How would you rate the reaction from your team in terms of like the celebratory factor from the video that was tweeted out when you found out where you were going?
It was pretty good. They did it a little different this year with the selection. So what you guys saw was the second time we saw our name, but they kind of announced the seeds 1 through 6, and then we didn't kind of know what was going on, and then all of a sudden we popped up as a 13 seed. So it was quiet, and we didn't know what was going on because they did it a little differently this year. But that reaction is when we saw that we were playing Ohio, and we already knew we were at home. So it was pretty exciting for the team, and just super happy for them.
So you already knew you were going to host?
We didn't know. The way they did it was a little bit different. We knew before that reaction.
You knew you were seeded, therefore you were going to host?
Yes.
Just during the show. It's hard to explain, but they did it different than they ever done it. And so we showed up all the seeds showed up first instead of doing it bracket by bracket. And so it's a surprise. So they showed all the 16 seeds. And we were like, is that our ranking? Is that our seed? And so it was kind of comical.
What did it mean to be seeded? Because there's only 16 in the country.
Yeah, it's great for our team. It means we get to play another day in the Smithfield House and one more match and hopefully 2. And I think it's just exciting that the seniors and then the whole team gets to play again Friday.
Do you feel like you were seeded accurately?
Yeah, it's hard to say. There's so many good teams out there. Everyone wants the same thing, and so it can go either way. I felt like our body of work was really good. The girls, the team did a great job throughout the season, beating teams, good teams in preseason and then during the conference. So I felt like whatever was going to happen was supposed to happen, but obviously thrilled with the 13 seed.
You were hoping to be really good again, and you have a really good team. But have you taken a moment to go, wow, the regular season was really good, 26-3, won the conference, or do you wait till after the season?
No, I've had a few moments like that where it's like, wow, we just did that, at San Diego, sweeping them, at home, sweeping them again, and some preseason wins against Purdue, North Carolina. Every time I have those moments, I have people that keep telling me, enjoy the moment, and enjoy it, and then the next day you move on. And so I've really tried to appreciate any of those small moments because they're just so special.
Was last night one of those moments too?
Yeah, last night was pretty cool. It was just our team, and they're so close, and they're just such a great duo just as far as the dynamics, and they love each other. And so we took a deep breath and said, okay, now let's get to work.
You're an even-keel personality, but as we look at those great moments, what's the most animated you have been this whole season?
This whole season, well, I probably have a different answer than the girls, but I was pretty excited when I got a dig against Pacific. I don't think you guys it didn't show it. You saw my dig.
I was making a big deal out of that.
I got 2 digs actually. I haven't got a dig since 2001. So I got a dig and I just couldn't help but smile and laugh. And then my sister tells me all the time, you stand too close to the court. The girls can't dig it. Alexa Gray could have got that dig. And I said, no.
Alexa Gray dove into
She
your
could not
ankles.
have got it, but I liked her effort. But I got 2 digs. I was pretty excited.
I got this, Alexa.
I was pretty excited.
I got this.
That was funny. And so there's this relationship on air between the so-called talent, I don't call myself that, but the announcers, right, and the truck where you're trying to kind of call for the replay without saying, can we see that on the air? Yeah, there was no replay. That's all right, but now that you've said that, we're going to have to pull that out.
I replayed it quite a few times, so.
We will find that moment and tweet it out, Heather. It will be relived again and again.
See, what Spencer did right there was just assign a production assistant something to
Go and find that video.
I like it.
The air. Yeah, while on
At
the air.
home against UOP, November 7th. It was great.
Second set, the score was 11-7.
That is actually close.
Is it?
I think so.
I did call the game. I don't remember.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, okay, Alexa Gray. Did she? When did she take the jump, and when did you notice? Okay, she's on another level.
This season, honestly, just small improvements throughout the season. But at Gonzaga, so just 2 or 3 weeks ago, she was like out of body experience, and we were down 0-2, and she just kept swinging, and she was like, I'm gonna do this. Either you guys are with me or you aren't. And Portland the night before, actually, same thing, 30 kills, 30 digs. So that weekend, it was pretty evident that she was a pretty determined player. And so it's been pretty neat to watch and just sit back and go, she really wants this, and she's willing to put herself out there and say, hey, follow me, and we'll go do this together.
Let's walk through her numbers since the match you talked about. So Portland, 30 kills. Gonzaga 29, Santa Clara 31, San Francisco 19 in 3 sets. 29. Why wouldn't she be a first-team All-American? Is she going to be a first-team All-American? She's got to be, right?
Yeah, in my book, Alexa Gray is a first-team All-American, and she's second in the country in kills per set, above Bricio, who's at USC. And so she's 6th rotation player. She receives the serve, and teams are now serving away from her.
Which is new this year, right?
Yeah, brand new for her. And she blocks. She's, 0.5 blocks per set. She serves. She gets aces. She's digging. And so in my book, she's a first-team All-American. But the great thing about Alexa Gray is that she just wants the team to do well. And so if her being a first-team All-American translates into winning and going farther in the tournament, then, I'm all for it, and so is she.
Given the form that you showed against Pacific, you should also be a first-team All-American.
Well,
okay?
I don't know about that, but I had fun. It was enjoyable.
What kind of a challenge does Ohio present? I know you've had all of 12 hours to dissect what Ohio does, but what kind of challenge will they bring?
Yeah, Ohio's a great team. They've got a good coaching staff. They've got a senior setter. They've got 2 outsides that are going to pose challenges for us, but we're excited for it. They're good at ball control. They can pass well. So we're going to have to, be on our A game and serve tough and get our block going, and it's going to be a great match.
Do they compare to any team in the West Coast Conference?
We'll see as we look a little bit more at video, but I haven't exactly dove in it to see who I would think they remind me of.
It's been 12 hours.
But I know they beat Utah 3-0. We beat Utah 3-0. They lost to Purdue 0-3. We beat Purdue 3-0. But those were early in the season, and so they won the Mid-American Conference, and so they're battle tested. They're 25-7. I mean, they're ready to go.
The key to winning at home is always having a great team, but there are other elements to home court advantage. What are some of those for you this year where you guys have not lost a match?
Yeah, I think, an advantage of playing at home is just the energy and the electricity in the Smith Fieldhouse, as you guys know. It's just the rock, the community, the people that come out and want to watch good volleyball. They know they're going to get a show. They're there for entertainment, and I feel like our girls provide that. But I think, the reason I think we win at home a lot is because the girls work hard, they prepare well, they practice there, and they're just ready to give it all out on the court. By the time the match gets there, they're pretty excited and fired up.
Would you like some BYU Sports Nation karma?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because we're going to deliver that
Yeah, that'd
right
be
now.
good.
And I know you can ask your players about this.
Yeah.
You just ask Alexa.
I'll ask her.
About the BYU Sports Nation
She's
karma.
one who doesn't need it.
No.
But we give.
Yeah, we'll take anything we can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'd also like you to sign our stretch white
Awesome.
flag before you go and thus finalize the karma transfer, if you will.
Awesome.
I don't know.
I will do that.
Heather
Thank you.
Olmstead with us. Good luck.
Thank you.
In the NCAA tournament.
Appreciate it.
We look
See you
forward
in
to
the
watching
Sweet
that.
16.
See you Friday.
What was the best thing that happened for BYU over the weekend? Use the hashtag BYUSN. Up next, a loaded Cougar whip around, including a Jimmer update. This is BYU Sports Nation.
All night.